can be the biggest influencers when we show people what God has done for us and how God has worked in us and how God has elevated us to a higher plane. Because he brought me out of darkness into the marvel. I was once lost, but now I'm found. I was blind. I was blind to the atrocities I was committing. I was blind to the hatred that was in my heart. But once I asked God to free me, once I asked God to release me, once I asked God to save me, then something different happened. And every person I came across, whether they were black or white, or whether they were Jew or Protestant, whether they were Hispanic, gay, straight, it doesn't matter. Let me show you the love that God showed me that delivered me from my sin and is continually delivering me from my sin. Let me show you what God has done for me, and I'll show you a more perfect way. I won't get everybody, but somebody will see what God has done in my life. That's kingdom citizenship. That's building a relationship with God, so that the Romans scripture comes and takes us and says, listen, I am who God says I am. I can go and Psalm says, I acknowledge that the Lord is God. He made us and we belong to him. We are his people and the sheep of his pasture. I know that God has put me in a place where I can understand, as Genesis 1 and 27 says, God created mankind in his own image. I am God's child, so I want to be in his image. I got to get rid of the sin in my life so I can go back, because I am his own. He created me for this, male and female. He didn't misidentify me. He didn't misdirect me.